sir, the pride of India is not the wealth of one individual. The pride of India lies in the robustness of its institutional structures. I don't want to get into a Wall Street short seller's allegations. That's not my job. I want answers to what I had asked in this parliament, what I have raised over and over again since 2019 in this House, in my repeated letters on record to the SEBI, to the CVC, to the DRI, the CBDT, and the Finance Ministry. It is a shame for us, it is a shame for our investigative agencies that these allegations against the A company were only listened to when global entities asked these questions. When I stood here and asked this question, the global world didn't believe us. Honorable Prime Minister, this man, Mr. A, has topi penawed you. He travels with you on your delegations. He meets heads of states on visits to India. He portrays that India is the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister is him. He makes it appear to the world that he is the remote control behind the Prime Minister, and by obliging him, will be obliging the Prime Minister. You talk about elimination of telephone banking to PSUs and to LIC. Let me tell you that he gives the impression that doing things for him will put them in yours and in the Home Minister's good books.
Honourable Member.
Honourable Home Minister.
Honourable Member, you still have that on your table, which I had said that it should
what,
not
sir?
be.
Oh, okay, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
You should not have bought it.
Honourable Home Minister, he has topi penawed you. He has had the same shareholder for decades, yet his company says, we are not legally obligated to tell us who it is. Yet he's taking security clearance for ports and airports from the Ministry of Home Affairs. His group companies have amassed nearly 42,000 crores in foreign portfolio investments from 6 Mauritius-based funds. These funds have commonalities like common address, common company secretary, common directors. There is an urgent need to investigate these funds. I have brought this up in this House since 2019. In addition, there are 40 shell companies linked to the promoter who have collectively moved billions of dollars into Indian companies of this favorite group. No disclosure of related party transactions have been made till date. There are media reports that funding into these companies is managed by a Chinese national, Chao Chu-ling. There are reports that it's managed by his brother, artificially pumping up valuations by using pump and dump. His net worth has moved from 9 billion in 2020 to 90 billion in 2022, all in the anticipation of a follow-on public offering, an FPO. That was to be his moment of crowning glory. Madam Finance Minister, he has topi penawed you. When your ministry in Parliament tells me that an investigation by the SEBI is ongoing, this company puts out a statement saying that they have been exonerated by the highest court of the land. Which court? Which nation? He also says his brother has no formal designation within the group, so any transactions with his brother or entities controlled by him need not be disclosed as related party transactions. Why has SEBI been a silent operator? Why would they permit a 20,000 crore FPO without completing an investigation report? Why didn't SEBI ask whether bankers had signed off on valuation? How is Mr. A's son's father-in-law allowed to be on the SEBI Committee on Insider Trading and Corporate Governance? How? What about the DRI? What about customs? What about GST, the Foreign Investigative Wing of Income Tax? What are they doing? This is deception of the highest order. This man has been permitted to use the LIC, to use SBI, to use the PSU banks, to get money as and when he likes. LIC already has 36,000 crore exposure to the group. SBI has outstanding loans of 27,000 crores. Why were they again anchor investors in the FPO? Honorable Civil Aviation Minister, he has topi penawed you. In many ways, the Finance Minister said everything given to this company was by transparent tender. I have demonstrated in this House that the Dhamra LNG terminal shows that it is not awarded by tender. And even if it is awarded by tender, the tender rules are tweaked to favor him. For example, when he won as the highest bidder 6 airport tenders, the Airports Authority of India delayed handover of 3 airports.
Honourable Member, when you are making certain allegations,
yes, sir.
The person is not here.
That's right, sir.
The person
is Mr. A, sir.
अगर कुछ कहना है यहाँ जाइए.
Sir, I have not taken anyone's name, sir.
I understand.
Yes, sir.
I understand. But when you are mentioning certain
yes, sir.
organizations,
yes, sir.
The person is not here to defend himself.
Yes, sir.
Keep that in mind.
Yes, 100%, sir.
Please
100%.
keep that in mind.
100%, but these are matters of public importance, sir.
Otherwise, I have to go through the records and see what should be in the record. And
yes, sir. 100%. I have said that. But Airports Authority of India, Raja sir, let me finish. Raja sir, let me finish. But Airports Authority of India delayed the handover of 3 airports because they accepted he invoked force majeure, they accepted it. GVK built the Mumbai airport and they did a fantastic job of it. On July 2nd, 2021, CBI filed FIRs against the GVK group. On July 18th, the ED raided GVK in Mumbai and Hyderabad, and then they sold their 50.5% stake in Mumbai airport to a company. He's topi-pen out this government further by pretending that he will finish Navi Mumbai by 2024. Honorable Shipping Minister, he has topi-pen out you. He has managed to use his proximity in the shipping ministry and his clout with the powers that be in Maharashtra to prevent dredging in Mumbai port for years and years, so that traffic in JNPT cannot grow.
Certain disturbances in between, you have already crossed 14 minutes.
I can't help it, sir, because they've disturbed so much,
You have
sir.
already
So I need
crossed-
to, yes, sir, I have extra 3 minutes, sir. They have disturbed so much. He has done the same in Paradeep by ensuring that GAIL doesn't put up an LNG terminal there and numerous other places. Honorable Petroleum Minister, he has topi-pen out our oil PSUs. I have highlighted that GAIL and IOC were manipulated into signing a 46,500 crore 20-year pay-or-use contract for him in Dhamra that he got without a tender. Honorable Power Minister, he has topi-pen out you by skimming away in offshore entities thousands of crores from coal supplies to Indian power plants. I want to end by saying, India is on its way to becoming the 3rd largest economy in the world. Don't let him smear your time in government with a stink of crony capitalism. Please immediately order full, complete and thorough investigation into all matters. Our country's reputation and the systemic stability of our markets are at risk. Don't worry about infrastructure assets. We have world-class Indian companies who can easily take over these businesses and be kept in check by our regulators. Let us all wear a topi in solidarity as a signal to these agencies that investigate immediately, fully and thoroughly in all aspects. In conclusion, everyone is asking, who is behind Mahua? Every day the fake news brigade, the Chaddi brigade floats new theories. Is it an American investment bank? Is it Ambani? Is it China? Nobody is behind Mahua. Mahua is behind the truth. जैसे शायर ने कहा है, दोपहर तक बिक गया बाजार का हर एक झूठ और मैं एक सच को लेकर शाम तक बैठा रहा. दोपहर तक बिक गया बाजार का हर एक झूठ. And in conclusion, sir, are you going to shut him up, sir? Sir, are you going to shut him up, sir? I appeal to you, are you going to shut him up, sir?
You please address to the chair.
I am addressing you, sir. Are you going to shut him up or not? Because in conclusion, sir, I have a right to speak without being heckled, sir. It is your duty as the chair to ensure that for me. And in conclusion,
अरे अभी तो मान जाओ.
In conclusion, everyone is asking.
ये प्रश्न मेरे ऊपर आ रहा है कि मैं आपको कंट्रोल नहीं कर रहा हूँ.
Sir,
अभी तो मान जाओ.
shut up. Sir,
बैठिए,
in conclusion,
बैठिए.
sir, in conclusion,
बैठिए.
please let him go. Sir, in conclusion, sir. Sir, I would like to finish, sir. Sir, in conclusion, everyone is asking who is behind Mahua. Every day the fake news brigade floats new theories. Is it the Chinese?
You are repeating
Is it
again.
Ambani? Is it JP Morgan?
You are repeating
No,
it.
yes, I need to repeat it, sir, because they are doing this purposely to heckle me and to ruin the flow of the speech. So I need to repeat it because they need to hear it.
I have to call the next
Sir,
member.
nobody is behind
I
Mahua.
have to
Mahua is
call the
behind
next
the truth. Sir, let me finish. दोपहर तक बिक गया बाजार का हर एक झूठ और मैं एक सच को लेकर शाम तक बैठी रही. हम तो देश के खातिर ऐसे लगे ही रहेंगे. जय हिंद.
Thank you. Honorable Member K.